it seems there is no hydraulic system, but with some motors here. So you can see, usually you will use it as an engine PTO to drive the drum here, and if the engine is stopped, it can still works. So this is the working principle of this system, and I show this example to show you like we also have some solutions for the upper assembly besides the chassis. You can see here we call it ETM, which means the electrified truck mixer, and it is designed especially for the mixer trucks. So you can see on the left side is the conventional working principle, like we call it the hydraulic hydraulic flow. Like here, you will get power from the engine, the PTO on the engine, and then it will drive a hydraulic pump. You can see from the number 1 to number 2 to the hydraulic pump. Then you will get high pressure hydraulic flow to drive the hydraulic motor, and then it will drive the reducer and the drum. That's the conventional way. So in this situation, maybe you will get some problem, like first you will get a very low power efficiency, maybe just up to 70%, and also you only have one single power source, which means if you want to drive the drum, the engine will always be starting and always be working to drive the drum. And also that means you will have some trouble about more fuel consumption and more carbon emissions. But in our solution, we have just converted the hydraulic system to the electric system. You can see also from the number 1 to number 4, also from the engine, on the PTO of the engine, we will replace the conventional hydraulic pump to a generator, which means the generator can get power from the engine, the mechanical power, and transfer it to the electricity. And also we have we call it an e-box in the middle. The e-box, it can receive the power, and maybe you can just store it in the traction battery, and also it can be directly used to drive the drive motor. And also the drive motor is connected to the reducer, which means now the how to running the drum is the drive motor's work. Yeah, that is just we call from the hydraulic way to the electric way. And I will show you some. It's a big picture here, so there is no worries about the assembly, because as you can see, that's the big one. The cubic is our e-box, and we just replace the conventional hydraulic cooling system to the e-box, and also the pump is replaced by a generator, and there is the drive motor, which replaces the conventional hydraulic motor. Yeah, that seems all the same. But the difference is like here, if you change everything into electric way, you can see some details here. And also besides the driving system, we also can supply the whole control system. I mean a more intelligent control system, because we have some very smart monitor here, and also in the conventional way we have panel in the back, and also we have a remote controller if you need that, and everything looks very clear and simple, which means it's very reliable. And also because we have a series of products, we can also offer you the high voltage. That's what we so-called one-stop solutions here. And even you can see the right one is a low voltage air conditioner, which means if you shut down the engine, you can also enjoy a cooling environment. That's the way. And here, the e-box is the main component of the whole system. I will show some details inside. So this is the e-box, and let's open it. So you can see there we have a very high integrated system. So I will give you some details here. Like you can see there are 4 main parts of the system. So first is the red one is the PU, which I have showed before. That's our standard product here, and also I call it the HCU, which means the hybrid control unit, because the chassis is still the diesel chassis, but the upper assembly is electric wheel. So the HCU, actually the hardware of the HCU is from the VCU, like also our standard product. And also we have the blue one is a traction battery there, and also the green one it's not that outstanding but very necessary is the cooling system. I mean the liquid cooling system for the whole system, including that 2 motors. So that means we can do everything in our in the range of our products. You don't need to offer anything else. It can work itself. That's the way. And also so you can see some numbers and some specs there. And what I want to say is everything for this system is automotive grade, because this is very reliable. Every of the parts is used already in the chassis. And here I will give you some some of the basic modes. It's not all of them, but some main modes here. Like first of all, this is what you will get on the vehicle like this. So generally it will work in the pure electric mode, which means here you can see from the wheel side. I mean just for this system, from the wheel side, the engine, the generator, they don't need to work. And because the SOC, the state of the charge of the battery is enough to drive the motor, so we can just get the electric power from the battery, and then the PU will work. Will just like the inverter part will use the power to drive the drive motor, and then you can let the drum work. That's the pure electric mode. This is the most of the working principle here. And also we have the regeneration mode. That's what the power from. Like if the vehicle is in the braking process. In the braking process, usually you will just let the power go, and from this way we can collect the power from the wheel side, and now it just goes through the engine. The engine will not do something with the power, but just go through it mechanically, and the power will go to the generator. The generator will give a minus torque to collect the electric power, and then the PU also receive the power. You can store it to the high voltage battery, or just use it to drive the motor. Yep, that's the regeneration mode. You can get some more power. A second source of the power besides the engine. And also we have the hybrid mode. That means if the SOC or the power of the battery is not enough, then we can directly get some power from the engine, because the generator is connected to the PTO of the engine. So if the engine works, the generator will also get power, and then everything is okay, because the battery can be charged. The drive motor can also run as well. Yeah, that's the way. And one more thing is we also have a special mode. We call it limp voltage mode, because somehow the battery it drained out, or it may be broken. So in this way, the drum it cannot stop. So if the engine can still work, then everything is okay. Because in this mode, we can use the engine and the generator to set up a very stable voltage, which means the voltage is just like what the battery do. Like we can set up a fixed voltage. For the voltage, it can also use to let the drive motor run. So this is a special mode, and we have this technology. It works very well. And here are some benefits, and maybe you will ask what we are doing, like why we will turn it from hydraulic to electric, and the number is the answer. Because you can have a fuel saving rate as much as more than 25%. This is just a number. Actually, according to our data, the fuel saving can up to 35%. Yeah, that's really a big number here. And also, how to make it? I will show just a very simple driving cycle like this. So first, if you use the mixer truck, you need to load, and in this way, the engine will stop. Engine stop means fuel is saving. So the engine stop, and the battery will power the whole system, and there is no engine idle loss. And when the loading process is finished, the vehicle will run. And of course, the running part is also responsible for the diesel chassis. And in this way, we will get the braking region mode and also some gliding region, and also we will monitor the SOC all the way here, and there is no power loss in the transport process. And when you go to your destination, when you need to unload the concrete in the drum, the engine will also can be stopped, and also the whole system can be powered by the battery. Of course, we don't have the idle loss, and we don't have some the emissions, noise, and something like this. And also the driver, if he wants, he can use the low voltage air conditioner, which means he can just stay in the cabin, and everything is just like what he used before, but the fuel is saved. And the last process is just return, which is quite similar to the transport part. So also we can have the braking region and the gliding region. And what difference is in this way, usually when you return, your drum is almost empty, which means the whole weight of the vehicle is very low. So in this case, I mean, the load of the engine will be very low. That means we will calculate the engine working points, and will just when the engine is running and driving the whole vehicle, we can just make the generator to balance the best working torque. That means we can move the engine working point from a low efficiency point to a higher one. So that's also some energy or fuel saving skills. Yeah. So in general, I would say the whole system, there are some benefits here. It can reduce energy consumption and carbon emissions as well, maybe by about 20% to up to I would say it's 35% there. And also it can reduce the engine start and stop time, which means maybe you can you can also save something related, like you can decrease the urea consumption by about 20%. And also it can cancel the whole hydraulic system, and also we can avoid the hydraulic oil contamination. Yeah, and also the engine. When you are driving the vehicle, the engine usually it will not need to drive the big drum there. So that means the engine is intently used to drive the vehicle. So in this way, I mean, from the chassis scope, you can see the power performance could be improved by about 10% when you want to accelerate. And also, I have said before, the engine will shut down during the whole waiting time, because usually you will meet a situation like that. You need to wait, and you need to keep the drum running and running again because the concrete is inside. So in this way, you can just shut down the engine, and during the waiting period, you can reduce the energy and also the vehicle noise. Yeah, that's what's the benefit of this system. And finally, I want to talk about the cooperation and about our partners. Like Sinovation-EV we started with new energy bus business, and